Mark Elsesser is here now, APS Director of Government Affairs. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
So if you want to talk to me a little bit about the APS policy priorities right now.
Yeah, so we set all of our policy priorities at the beginning of the year and lead up to our Congressional Visit Day, which happens at the end of January typically. So for the 5 issues our members broadly talked about, they were the federal R&D budgets, policies to improve visa and immigration policies for international students and scholars, programs that would improve teacher preparation to have more high quality physics teachers in our high schools, which obviously is important. And then we had a topic related to climate change, and that's the reduction and monitoring of methane emissions. And the last topic was related to U.S. missile defense systems.
How do you choose? Because there seems to be such a breadth of focus for APS.
The most important thing for everybody to know is that, even though I'm the Director of Government Affairs, I don't set the policy priorities for APS. My boss doesn't set the policy priorities for APS. The members do, right? So we have various ways to engage with our members to take input from them as we determine what the priorities are. We work closely with our presidential line and our board executive committee. We have a advisory committee called the Physics Policy Committee that advises the issues we work on and helps us prioritize. And then at meetings like this, we actually engage with APS members in the APS Village. We poll them, asking them what issues are most important to them, letting them know the things we're working on. But if they have suggestions for things that we might be overlooking, to put them on our issues board, and then we can have those conversations when we get back to DC.
When it comes to lobbying, how challenging is it to translate some of the language, some of the information to people who don't have a background in physics?
Well, that's what APS Government Affairs, right, are experts in. It's challenging, but obviously it's not impossible. And if you look at the track record we've had over the last several years, I think we're doing a great job. One of the things we always want to do is train our members in how to have those conversations, right? And the key for any conversation with a member of Congress is to make it local. Right? You want to tell that member of Congress why they should care about it. Why is it important to their state, to their district, to the institution? And what will that policy do, right, for them to improve the lives of their constituents?
Because I feel like those conversations, not just at the government level, but even at the level of friendships or people that others interact with who may be APS members, it works on up, right?
100%.
And you can get people fired up about the issues.
Yeah, you can. Certainly, we find ways to get people engaged. I think all the issues we work on are essential to the future of physics, right? But also to the future of the United States, if you think about just global competitiveness, and then the future of the world, if you think about issues like climate change.
You are talking about the future. I want to hear about the future of where your next focus is going to be.
We're a busy office, but we're always looking to improve and looking for new ways to have our voices heard on Capitol Hill. And there's another organization that does research of Capitol Hill staffers, and they figure out how can organizations like APS have the most influence with policymakers. And they do that through surveys of congressional staff. And if you look at a recent survey they did at the end of last year, it turns out that virtual meetings, in-person meetings, meetings with organizational leaders are 3 of the most effective ways, right, for us to have influence with Congress. So right now we're trying to figure out ways, and we have some ideas on how we can have more members engage in these meetings, right, whether it's virtual or face-to-face.
Some of the members said that COVID-19 actually did open things up because since they could connect with people online, they were able to connect with folks they might never have in the past. Is that helping you as well?
Yeah, 100%. So if we look at just our Congressional Visit Day from this past year, we had members from 28 states and 53 districts represented in our Hill Visit Days. I think that was a record.
One other thing for members who are watching this now and they say, I want to help. You talked a little bit about engagement. What are other ways that they can really help in your efforts?
Go to our Action Center. It's on the APS website. I believe the website is go.aps.org/takeaction. If they go there, they can send letters pre-written to Congress on the 5 issues that I talked about. And they can also create a letter of their own. So if there's something we're not working on that they want to engage the member of Congress in, we let them do that. And then APS Government Affairs has an open door policy, right? So my email is on the website. It's elsesser@aps.org. What I can promise, right, if somebody brings an issue to us, we'll talk about it. We'll see if there's something we can do and if it's appropriate for APS to consider.
Right. That collaboration is key for the future. Mark Elsesser, thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.